Hey, this is Tom Druggy with Stamp Auction Network, and in our ongoing belief that every stamp can have its own census and provenance, we have merged our highlight reel into a single highlight reel of all of the first top 25 stamps or covers at Stamp Auction Network. And so you can see these with just a $49.95 membership. But what's interesting about this is that these stamps are not all in the stratosphere. So come with me. I want to show you these stamps and enjoy. So under research tools, we now have the Get Sale Highlights Reel. That's for one sale. We've got another. You can't see it because I've got the screen shut off. But this one here, Get Sale Highlights for all firms. You just press it and press the submit button and start off the show. And so we start with this lot 2642 in the Kelleher sale. This is the top of the pop. Only one stamp at this highest grade. Last sold for $3,500. It's looking for a home. Now we turn to Kelleher and Rumsey. This is their top stamp in the highlight reel. This is one out of 258 copies, different copies at Stamp Auction Network. As he says, a truly outstanding used example of the 1857 1 cent type 1A. And here's some information about it. You can read it right here, or go to the lot and read it yourself. Last sold for $330,000 at the Siegel sale. I think it's selling for less. Previously, later, $150,000. So there we go. This is not one of the ones that I didn't say were in the stratosphere. Okay, here we go. This is a number one in its census at Stamp Auction Network. Last sold for $3,500. Graded 95. A nice Trans Mississippi. Offered at less than half of what it sold for last time. Here's a number one, the finest 1853 Beaver Corner Margin single recorded. Last sold for $2,400 and currently offered starting at $500. I'm sure it will sell for more. So you see we're bouncing back and forth between the Kelleher sale and the four Rumsey sales that are being sold at Boston. This is a great tool if you just want to have a guilty pleasure and look at some expensive stamps that are coming to market. Here is a finest recorded example of the 10-cent 1847 stick pin variety, and it's 2 out of 155 of all the different varieties of the 1847 10-cent black. We record all the varieties as catalog number 2 var period and record it. What a nice top margin single with portions of both stamps on each side. This is a nice used example of the 90-cent banknote. Hard to find in such pristine condition. So we'll just cruise on through here. This stamp is looking for a home, but quite a bargain. Currently offered at $750. Has sold for as much as $4,000 at Siegel. What a cool OK cancel on this. And offered at 10% of what it sold for at Siegel. That's a starting bid. It will sell for more. This is an interesting supplementary mail cancel. Red cancel. Goes well with the stamp. Here's a cover. Rumsey's got a whole collection of Hawaii, and if you go to that sale and want to look at the provenance for the Hawaii material, we've got that too. This last sold for $23,000. Duck stamp. Another blackjack. So I'm just going to cruise through here. I will just take a few seconds on each one. Now this one has been popular. Every time it's come to market, it's sold. and it was trending upward recently. We'll see what it does now, 10 years after it last went on the market. Another cover, a Valentine's Day cover. There's a number of these in the Rumsey sale also. Be sure to check those out. Romeo and Juliet, hey. A really well-centered Colombian. Last sold for $5,500. It'll sell. Look at the price history on this one. This stamp has come across the block, what, 6 times, and now it's up again. Most recently in 2020 when it sold for $2,400. Of course, that was during COVID, so all you guys had come out to buy your stamps. A nice number 1. Sold for as much as $22,000 back in the condition rarity time period, but I'm sure Rumsey will get a good price for this. This is another variety of the 1 cent. Although I could have it. But look, it's number 1 of all of the 1Cs. But it should probably be categorized as a VAR. All right, so that ends our session. There was the 25 top highlight reel from Stamp Auction Network on today. Every day this changes. You can come back here and quickly find some guilty pleasures. So have a great day and see you soon.